just wish I could see the chat so I can respond to stuff because I'm not knowing what's happening.
I'll try and keep an eye on the chat from clients' phone. That's a pretty good view. Alright, let's go and I'll go share that on the thing. That'll be fine. I can't bring it any more forward without my phone falling off. I guess it would be nice, but do I do that without
Oh, just make it.
Have you got your phone?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, awesome. It looks pretty good on the computer, like the angle of the tank looks pretty good.
Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I wouldn't mind joining your Wi-Fi though.
Yeah, do you want me to?
It might drain the shit out of it.
Do you want me to?
If you don't mind.
Just bring it up on what the password is.
internode. Oh, that's really good.
Yep, you're on.
Oh, cheers.
I shared it to our Facebook too, so it should be live on our Facebook page.
This is like the one thing that I really wanted to do the most was this little path.
What's that?
Because I've not actually done something like this before.
Palm.
Using this method. Because what you do is you let the HC grow in and then you just chop out, trim that part. Suppose you can zoom in on that camera. Probably because it's a selfie camera.
Maybe. Oh, you're separating all the little stems out of the gel?
More or less.
asking for lunch, Steve? Have you already eaten?
No.
Oh shit. I just completely forgot.
I brought lunch.
Okay, here we go.
You know what he ordered though, don't you? Your favourite?
Sombreros?
Yeah.
Did you want lunch? Save yourself $10.
That's what he wanted for lunch yesterday.
Yes. That's what I want for lunch every day.
I just put it through and I went, oh shit, I've got my skin. Happens. Come on, finger and a half, guys, get away.
There you go.
Oh, well.
Make the camera closer. Camera needs to be closer. Yeah. Do you reckon we could put this board just like balance it here? I think we could.
Even. They could use the legs and attach it there and hang it down.
Yeah.
What you could do is they'd come forward a bit.
Yeah.
Twist it on that angle to have that leg underneath there. And then I'll just pivot the phone in a sec.
That's fine. Now we just need to straighten it. Yeah, have a look.
That way, just a pad. Right there, and then it's to. You happy with that? I'm just going to do the cable tie and pull it. I think there's a gap there. So what we're gonna do is just save it falling off. There you go.
Should have just gotten us to do it. Rather than getting James to do it. Having said it's his phone there. Is it in the frame? No. Just didn't know if you got it.
Oh, it's getting there.
I might not need 3 pots of this up, or that's 1 pot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could plant it denser though. just for the sake of if he wants a vlog, then they can. I probably reckon he's back.
Do you want to turn your light down? Because you can barely see the plants and I'm seeing the sand.
Okay, I haven't got it hooked up to the yeah.
Because it's just very bright, I can't really see the differentiation.
Sure.
Yes, Steve, I can't hear.
Good.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Oh, right.
Although there's no sound coming through on my computer, so I don't know. There should be sound.
Not enough sand in there to.
No worries.
There you go.
Good. It's a nice setup you got.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
You wanna have a look?
So I come. Oh, that's sort of a good gradient you got.
At the moment, I'm just using these skewers to block out where a pathway. I'll use the
Like to guide you.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
what we'll end up doing once the HC is all grown in,
Yeah.
then you'll just trim the path out, and you'll be able to get like photos and stuff like that. Okay.
So what do you mean? You're gonna leave the sticks there? Or, no,
Maybe
take-
just
when it grows.
maybe when it grows in. I'm undecided, but depends how much HC I've got. If I've got enough, I might just fully plant it out.
Yeah, like a full coverage.
Yeah. I've got
1.5
pots left of it, so I've got plenty in there.
Yeah, I'm just. Are you gonna dry start this thing or you're gonna flood it? Yeah. I'm dry starting a tank right now. So I put HC and I'm doing the lazy dry start method.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I find the roots really shallow. It's really hard to poke it in.
It's not so bad with some of the established tissue cultures.
Yeah. Oh, so the longer the roots, the more established they are.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh. So what you're gonna have in here? HC, is that
So HC is mostly going to be in the background.
Yeah. Where the
So
sand is?
this whole void is going to be basically HC.
Yeah.
I've got some pots of Monte Carlo, so the Monte Carlo will be draping.
From where? Oh, here?
So
Yeah.
I'll be planting them on the rocks, I'll be sort of just gluing it on.
Monte Carlo, yeah.
I've got some melon.
Tigers.
Yeah.
This is the mini one.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
I've got some stems.
Yeah.
In here, I've got
Oh, wow. That's nice. So what? Hello. Oh, this is I love this one. You have to feed the. Yeah. I've got one of this, and I just discovered the leaves at the bottom. They got holes in it.
Oh yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, so I think I read so you gotta put more kalium or potassium in it.
Or potassium.
Yeah.
Let me just trim them off too.
So what you put on that? That's powder, right?
That's
ADA powder.
So I've just capped it with some powder. That's where these are going to be where all the stems are going to be.
Okay.
So I do
Yep.
have a lot of stems. I've got a lot of stems in the tank over there that I'm going to be
Okay.
using.
Yeah.
But most of the foreground work is going to be what's in the box.
So the HC you can just plant it on sand. Sand you don't need soil for it.
Get all the nutrients from the soil as it sort of leaches
Seeps
into
through,
the
yeah.
But most of it will be dosing.
Oh, you're gonna dose, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
But I don't want the HC to grow too wild. So if it slows it down, that's good.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's because then you got to trim a lot more.
Plus being reasonably at the back, it's going to be high, so the light will probably keep quite low to the sand, so it doesn't get too thick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'll take some extensive trimming to really get that look.
Oh. And I don't know when it comes to trimming, how is it gonna be? Because sometimes when you trim plants, if you don't cut it, you might pull some out at the same time.
Can do. Yeah.
So have you got this recording live now?
Yeah.
It's on live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's just
oh okay. So, you've got ADA power sand
Yep,
underneath.
there's a bit in there. There's not a lot,
Mhm.
but for the thickness that it is,
Yep.
I kind of don't want to avoid not using it.
Mm. Have you put like all those powder at the bottom?
Yep. So I put the clear super,
Yeah.
BC, back to
Okay,
100.
yeah.
But the power sand's got it in there too. But
Yeah, yeah.
seeing as I had access to it, why not, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And I've also put some lava rubble on top of it, just as a buffer as well.
Lava.
Just lava rock.
Okay. Mix it in, or just
Yeah. Just so I didn't have to use it as much.
so much. So is that all the way on the bottom of that section? Does it go all the way through to there, or just
Yeah.
underneath there?
All the way.
All the way. All the way.
All the way.
Mm. So are there anything in where the steep slope is? Is there anything in there to
Yeah, rocks.
hold it? Just rocks.
There's rocks underneath these exposed rocks. So
Ah,
bunch,
okay.
Bunch
Yep.
of lava rubble and
Yep. Oh, so they're all rocks, like
Yeah.
so it's just sand covering the rocks.
but most of it is glued as well.
The rocks or the sand? The rocks.
The rocks to the rocks that are.
Yeah.
So they're all glued.
Yeah. Yep. So what sand is this? Is this the La Plata?
That is La
or-
Plata. Yeah.
Oh.
My personal favourite.
Mm. La Plata. First time I've seen like La Plata in the picture.
Oh really? Colorado's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Colorado.
Colorado's the bag of that slightly
This is
more
La Plata.
Yeah.
So does it change color when you? Is this wet already? I
Yeah, it's a
suppose.
little bit wet.
So I suppose it just changes color a little bit. And what else? Say little rocks in there.
Yes. Thank you.
Nice. You know, this script is good because like if you want to look, you got to make sure rather than just sitting one spot, then you got to come here to see what's there.
The best
Yeah,
view
that's-
is right here.
Huh?
So when you look here,
Yeah.
you can kind of see what I'm trying to do with the path.
Ah,
And then you've got those small rocks at the back.
yeah.
That's the goal. And everything else just from and then you'll have
Yep.
then you'll have a whole bunch of stems
Wow.
in there just to fill in the gap.
Oh, that's really unique. Yeah. So that's the end point over there.
And then I'll have around those rocks I'm gonna have some ready stems to kind of look like the sun framing it and grey into things yellow.
So you're going to submit this as
Yeah. That was the goal of this one.
I think it's like very unique and you stand a good chance there. Because most of the people they do a lot of traditional sort of a design.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I mean, this is what they call diorama style.
yeah.
Definitely the most complex.
Mm. So I remember I watched Josh Sims' workshop.
Yeah.
You see, he puts a piece of paper where the endpoint is.
Yeah,
so you don't, yeah.
I did do the same.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I definitely inspired by him.
Yeah. That was a pretty good.
Good Steve, how are you?
Good.
Steve, why is there toothpicks or pegs on that?
Good question. I'm glad you asked. Are you familiar with how to create a path?
No,
Like a winding path?
no.
So that's basically what the twigs are. So if you look at it top down, it'll go into like
Oh yes,
winding
I can
path.
see that. Yep.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm filling in the void with the HC and then leaving where the sticks are exposed, and then I'll have an idea of where the path is, and then I'll just trim around.
Right. That makes sense.
And then put that together.
Cool.
But I just wanted to see how much HC I had, see how full I can get it.
And how did you get the wood into the rock?
Have I not shown
Is that rock or is that artificial?
It's all wrong.
So you carved it? No, you carved the wood.
I'll show you.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I can see it, it's glued in.
So you stuck like smaller rocks in between the.
Yeah.
So you built it up to make it like a one big rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So these bags, we sell them. The lava roll, sorry, not lava roll, the cereal roll.
Yep.
Yep.
Smart.
Looks real.
And it
huh?
looks real as well,
Yeah.
massive rock.
Yeah.
Because just when you're looking at this, it
Yeah.
almost looks like it was actually
Yeah, one piece of rock.
fitting around.
Yeah, and then the roots sort of grown around it.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Mate, now you're gonna ask me the silly questions.
I need to show you the theatre.
Why is it taking so long?
What's a driftwood?
Are you going to put fish in it?
So is that just one big piece of wood, or did you put them together as
Which
well?
one?
Like this one here.
No. So, I mean, this
Uh,
portion here,
Yeah,
enough
that
space,
goes.
but everything else, like the roots, they're all
yeah.
put
What-
in.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I missed the theatre.
What happened to the what happened to the bit of driftwood you had down the back? Didn't you have a piece down the back?
So what type of plants are you planting at the back? Tall or?
So left and right will be stems.
Yep.
So what I'm going to be doing is towards the center where the focal point is, I'll have the reds. So they'll kind of look like the sun, and then they'll have a gradient of going from red to yellow to green. Give you that sort of effect that the sun's shining through. And then up in here, obviously the void is all HC, smaller plant, and then in the foreground I'll have Monte Carlo, obviously bigger, closer to the neck. And I've got some really cool melon hairgrass, which I'm going to use as like tufts,
Oh, nice.
like to make little bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got moss.
Some moss.
Yeah.
What type of moss are they, Steve?
So I've got mini paleo. I believe that one's Christmas. And that's my growing collection. It might be back Christmas.
There's a lot of moss.
Into the fire, my favourite one.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
Didn't go away with my, that one in the red one, Eki.
Which won't be exhibited in my tank. Yeah, it's got some
What? Then,
peach crop.
sorry?
Peach crop.
Well, actually, the white one we get in.
I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one peach crop. Out of the stem, I don't know which one is peach crop.
I've got one that's fine on the
Oh,
Mini butterfly?
Yeah.
Macaranda. Macarada.
No,
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
No, I've got variegated macarena. Great. Yeah, really accurate. It's very fine.
Macaranda.
Macarena.
Well, Liverpool's should have a photo on his page.
Oh, oh. So there's a super red macaranda, which is a bit different. It's like bigger leaves.
Yep.
The new one.
Just grows like that because it's in tissue cover.
Yeah.
Very small.
Okay. Mm.
What else have I got? There's some new ones.
When you bring the,
Sorry?
when you bring the new
So what lights are you using? Is this a key?
This is the box down here. The Heroes Vivid.
RGB vivid.
Yeah, whenever you do the Aquascape, the red plant and the orange plant, when you stand out against the green.
Any BS in there? No? Don't try to.
Maybe. I kind of wanted the Pinetifier to be the FFI that's going to be growing on the wood.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to sort of contrast it, I might. But it depends how full it looks after I've done the Pinetifier, I suppose.
Yeah.
If there's some gaps, I might put just some nana petite in there or something.
Yeah.
The merge growing plant will be ready for
So is that a magic eraser you're
pretty
using?
big area that you use.
So, completely solid now.
Yeah, it's solid part.
Yeah, just kind of just melts it.
I use tissue paper
Yeah.
for rocks. I bought like one bag of this. I'm so glad I did because I had some of the big pieces of CU as well. So I put a bit together.
I like it, so you don't have to. I mean, obviously, when you buy rocks, you're picking out nice ones, and then you take them home, and then if you want rubble, then you've got to smash the nice rocks. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So that's why the bags are great, because
Yep.
then you don't have to ruin beautiful rocks.
Yeah. So you got that section there, which is really nice. It adds like a layer to it.
Yep.
To sort of platform.
You like that? Yeah, good. Probably have some multi-coloured draping.
From there.
Just draping down, same here.
Yep.
I may put some of the pearl in there, because it is sort of smaller.
How tall do they grow?
I don't know what the pearl's like. I think it is definitely smaller than a standard step, but I don't have a lot of experience with it.
Okay. We learn every day.
Yeah. And then I'll fill the soil with hair grass.
Hey, grass is grass.
Label the name. Well, you can buy a name from Bob.
So how long did it take you to just get the hardscape done?
I mean, I got most of the structure, like the placement done within everything. I did it in one sitting, so on Sunday.
Yeah.
But then all the detail work probably over about 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
That's in between just downtime and work and something like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So it's hard to say how long it actually took,
Yeah. Okay.
but a lot of the time I'd take a photo of it, go home, look at it, and be
Yeah.
like, I don't like that. And
Yeah, that's why it's good to do it over a few days,
yeah.
so you can come back and have a look
And
at
then
it.
you knew
Yeah.
exactly what you needed to do.
Yeah.
You probably got a few minutes back. Mind you, I knew what I ordered for out of I find all those course that's right. Like even fish hotel with that label.
This whole area is a nice setup. Well done in this section.
What's the idea of all the team things?
I know that. That's a question I have.
Oh,
That's a question I have.
Yeah. I know I've got the funny look there, team thing.
You what you're talking about. It's the part.
so if you look at it from top down,
It's the actual part. That he's just really right.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
so you see how I put all the plant in the voids around
Yep.
the skewers, and then the skewers are just dictating where the path is going to
Where
go.
the path is going to be.
And then once that fills in, you just trim the edges.
Trim the edge, yeah. Gotcha.
But I'm undecided on how long I want to leave the skewers in for.
Yeah.
Because if I want a perfect photo, you'd leave them in up until the point where you want to take a photo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you want it to not look funky with skewers in, because for display purposes, you take them out straight away. But
Yeah.
I think if I plant smartly, then I will probably get away with being able to take them out.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
There's your handgun.
Those are yours.
You ready for the fish yet?
Yeah.
Think of people asking to buy your yellow hand.
Yeah, that's put it on my feet now. And yeah, it's small.
So cool.
You like it?
Hey?
You like it?
I do like it. I do like it.
And this is obviously strategically picking rocks that don't have to be character almost. Obviously detail.
This is a really good idea.
But once those flakes he sort of fills in, you'll get that elevation where it's start to come up a little bit. Yeah. It's going to require a lot of trimming. Because I'm planting the sand, it's not going to grow as wide. Hopefully you can get on top of it. But I'm sort of doing this tank just to get that one photo and then let it grow out. You know, I'll get lazy with the maintenance after the photo, but
Lazy?
you know. But I tell you what, it's been nice having unlimited, virtually unlimited supply of whatever you want sort of thing. Not used to that. James is like, what do you need? I'm like, this, and this. Like going to the point where having to get in products that he wouldn't normally stock as well. So.
Yeah.
But that being said, if I want it, then hopefully other people do.
It's true. I do. Yeah. People dabbling in it, but not focusing.
And I'm
As in shops, that's all.
legit now.
What's your name on it?
After using these though, after using James's, it's like, I can't use them anymore.
Yeah.
So is that the ADA scissors?
You can do that, you can feel it. That is just pretty precise. It's not going to tear, it's just going to cut.
Yeah.
That is so, it's like beautiful.
Well, that's what you get for coffee, don't you? So you can spend on like
Get on with your toys.
Yeah. There's no way I would have bought them otherwise.
Yeah. How much are those lights worth?
How much? 800.
Yeah, pass.
Got the diffuser. 130 watts.
Jordan did this one. It is literally.
It's on full at the moment. I haven't looked up yet. I'm not sure how.
Well, when I first set up a tank, I would dial it back for the first couple of weeks for like 25%. And then slowly increase it
That's where
to 100.
when the tank grows.
Is that for like radiation?
Yeah.
See, the thing is, if I just do like 100% water changes, I could probably avoid doing that.
On my plant tanks, new tanks, new soil, still get out.
Yeah.
Dry started?
Yep. And my plants are, I fertilise every day, 90% water change every week.
90.
90.
90.
Doesn't
I
surprise
push them to the extreme. my plants.
Little cup.
It's so cool, isn't it?
Little bushes
done.
already.
I know.
Yeah.
Amazing. Almost looks like a buy some trolls.
Stick them on top.
Put the hair on top and float them in the put them not float them, stick them in things. So yeah, yeah, well, I like probably 80 to 90% of the people work on my phone. Like I was starting all the changes in the last 5 this morning. At plants.
So do you customize the plants or you just
Yeah, the old.
depends on what it needs?
Yeah. It's just not for this, it's just like growing rare, I grow.
Yeah.
What have I got? 10 or 11 CO2 tanks, just for rare plants. And now I'm taking it to another 12.
Just don't kill the white.
Yeah. Now that was a mystery. I had 2 people in the tank. I don't know what happened. Whether they just crashed in the day or just shriveled up and away. Smart campaign. Always had bits and pieces in the tank open.
Yeah.
Rescue in there.
That's what I like, having around a few tanks.
Yeah. And I always do it as an experiment as well to see what grows good under what lights. So I've got different lights. It was amazing the difference. LED, T5, TA, they all make a difference. Depending on what you're growing, you go, it's better under this light versus that light.
So the LED lights, suppose then is it how you adjust the colors of it or?
They come preset, yes you can, but you can actually change the colour spectrum.
Yeah.
So you get different colours.
Yeah, okay. So what sort of rare ones have you got?
So these guys really go down. Alright, let me start. I'll do the moss first. I've got Christmas moss, Taiwan moss, peacock moss, mini Pellia, Visitors Fontanus, Visitors Mounts. Mount what? I always get it wrong.
Mount Glorious.
Mount Glorious. I want to say Carmel for some reason. Mount Glorious. I have also got Weeping Moss,
Yeah.
Flame Moss
Flame
as
moss.
well.
Yeah.
Yep. Then I've got, okay, I'm trying to remember my tank. Okay, Guinea Cuba is rare. Guinea White, which I'm trying to re-establish now. Guinea White, pretty expensive.
Yeah.
The Guinea Atlantis, which is also rare. The Guinea Accurata. Wigia ovalis. What have I got that side? Rubens, which is the red one. I've got, yeah, I can't say, there's another one I can't even pronounce, but it's a smaller one. That's, and maybe something I've got. Oh, so Cameroon moss I've also got.
Yeah.
Now it's Glandulosa, Brasilius, that's 10.
You'll have to get some
This,
Marsilia. Something. Granata?
Yeah.
Even though it's native, it's still hard to get.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it takes what is it, Ratola. Vietnam.
You have some.
Luminophilia Vietnam, creeping
Oh, right.
as well. But yeah, Ratola Vietnam, the Brazil got that as well. Sao Paulo.
What is that?
18 was I'm going to keep it nice and short, really short.
I don't know, it's probably another 5 or 6 as well. Yeah, yeah, got a few.
maybe the fissidens, I don't know, I can't tell the difference between US fissidens or
That's a good question. What sort of fish you going to put in there?
I want Burmese rummy nose.
Which one?
I want Burmese rummy nose.
Oh. So your cheap ones.
Burmese rummy nose.
Just like those.
Oh.
They're not cheap, I don't think.
No. I barely see them available.
Ooh.
They got like this. They got the orange nose.
Yeah, did you get your food sorted?
Yes, I did.
I haven't got it. You haven't got it. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Hi, Steve.
Hello. Welcome back.
How are you?
I'm good. Where have you been?
We just came back from my dad's house because we went shopping. All the shops was packed.
Yeah?
There were trolleys over here, there. It was like everybody was going crazy.
Yeah, I
I
went.
heard that you went live today.
We still are.
What?
This camera's right there.
Oh, what's that? Hello. So you're just showing them how to put like plants into this.
Yeah. Trying to.
I wish I could see you going live like on that YouTube, but I can't. This looks so cool.
One there. Maybe one there.
I like how you're trying to. I like at the top here where you've got more plants, but then down here you can have less plants.
Yeah, that's right. There's gonna be a lot of plants back then.
See, still going live.
Hello.
I want to show me how. I want to see the video on YouTube when I go live.
When you had the camera there,
Yeah.
when you first set it up, you were on your phone.
Yeah.
I was gonna message you and be
Uh-huh.
like, I can see you. So that's all the phone.
Good.
It's still going live.
Well, yeah, so people can watch it.
Yeah, we think you're waiting.
I want to see the video.
Later on,
Can you show me?
just go to the Agnes Aquarium's Facebook page.
I'm happy.
Go on.
On YouTube.
The link is on.
I'm not Facebook.
I didn't know that you guys have made a Facebook account.
Facebook page.
Wow. Do you have a Instagram?
We do.
Okay. Yeah.
No, so I have to start with this. You put it in an account or what or something else.
I can put it on an account if you want.
This looks so
Pick it up
crazy.
for you and put your name in.
So you got your dwarf there. What's in the middle?
HC.
I like how Steve's like putting them all separate. Like I like how like here, I like how up there there's more, and then went down the bottom there's gonna be less.
And he
That's
hasn't finished yet.
I know.
Well, she's kind of right though. Do you know what the skills are for?
Yeah. You say for the trail?
Yeah.
Because then that way.
Everyone who's looked at that skills form.
For the trail, you said that, so then that way once the plants start to grow, you've got guide. Was that right? You've got a guide to trim them?
I'm kind of decided what point that I'm going to take the skewers out, whether or not I do that after the plants are grown in, or do I want to wait, or just do it straight away.
I'd probably wait until they're at least half the length of this skewers. Because then you've got.
I mean, if I was doing it for a competition and all that mattered was a photo, then I'd leave them in up until the point when I put the photo, just so I know how to trim. But for a display, I think I might take them out.
Because it's just like.
For the
Hi.
display.
Stop. It's freaking.
I'll stay here with Steve. He didn't. Including that one.
It'll creep out.
I think we should put a few here, like in the front.
I made it.
This one's hidden here too. Why is all this there?
So plants from the sand.
Is this going to be your first time that you've ever done that, like an actual shop, like an actual fish shop? Have you done it like any other ones?
I did something not quite to this extent. Like my previous job.
The little tiny shrimp is so cute. It says with them. I don't think I'd be allowed to have it, but they're adorable. Well, they were at the moment, they won't let me.
Leave it.
Oh, they feel good. Wait, what you said? I thought it was all like one piece. Like that whole circle was like just you have to grab. Oh, no, that's what you mean. That's right. That is a magic trick.
Magic trick.
Yes. Or talent and. Hey, you should put more of those back here. Like,
I've got some taller ones at the back.
oh,
Yeah.
because if you put doesn't like a hand or else, yeah, no one's gonna be able to see that.
That's right.
All I can see is like this fishy just like standing there.
So we got these.
Oh wow. What for the back?
Yeah.
Would you ever make another one? Even though it's
Oh,
so
sure.
like even though it would take I feel like this with putting the plants and I think it would take you like a few like a month.
I want to do a bigger one.
You want to do it bigger?
I want to do a bigger
What like a snake tank? That's like a bigger snake.
one. Do a 4 foot.
What?
This is only a 3 foot.
Oh, so a 4 foot is about just like that.
It's an extra ruler's length.
It's like
Maybe about that long.
oh my gosh, so longer than my body.
How you going, mate?
Good, how are you?
You?
Yeah,
What are you doing here? Just hanging out?
yeah, my sister's doing her water sample.
Oh yeah, cool.
Steve is going live.
So it's live, I know.
Yes.
I commented, I said, hey Steve.
Was that you?
Yeah, bingo. It's cool, isn't it?
That's really good.
So you're just going to use the canister filter on this one?
Yep.
Yeah. And CO2?
Certainly are. That's the...
Oh yeah, so. Oh yeah, that's what you're doing.
There's gonna put some bigger ones at the back. Bigger ones. You went past the cone. You had to sit behind the cone.
You meant to tell me.
Oh my god.
I wanted to see the little footpath, that's why.
This little footpath.
In the middle there.
If anyone was trying to get through here in like real life, then they would have to squish like up like that.
You reckon they'd start down there? Or what about the other side?
I think they would rather start here, go up there and then go through there and then come down maybe. Now one of my sister's fish got in the what's it called, filter.
Oh.
No.
What fish tank she got? Fresh water or salt water?
She's got a fresh water. Fresh salt, I don't know. It's not salt though.
Oh, let's go to the bird shop now.
You wanted the birds?
Yeah, we got a little budgie that she keeps eating all her, what does she eat? The ladder.
A ladder.
Ate the ladder. Little steps on the wooden ladder. She ate them.
Because like, I think this is fruit.
She is. She's
did.
crazy.
Now we've got to get her a new one. Otherwise, she can't get around her cage.
I think you should just make a wooden one. And like out of rock, you just make
Rock on, that's it.
rock and
She'd
then she
never
wait.
eat that one.
And then she go, ow!
Looks funny. See you later.
Have a good day.
He was the one who came to on your line.
Yeah.
Did you do the turtle tank? That
Turtle
tank?
tank?
You did that turtle tank?
This one, the frog
Yeah.
tank?
Yeah.
Really? No, I didn't.
Oh, I said turtle, didn't I?
Didn't say turtle.
Oh my god. I'm calling the frogs turtles.
Right now.
You're gonna spray it.
Yep.
Is that why there's water? It's actually real water.
Cool. So it doesn't dry out.
My favorite thing about the shower, this is the one that I'd rather do, have a bath, because it takes longer and you can be in it for how long you want, but with the shower, you have to be in it for a period of time. Because with a shower, if you have to pay lots of money if you use your water. And then if you use it on one night, the next day you're not going to have any more water.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that.
You'll be stinky for the whole week. Don't even think about hitting your finger on me, because I just did that and that hurt. Okay, should I?
Part of that.
Because now I'm bleeding, so I'm gonna be, you're gonna be fine. I feel like when I get older, I want to wear light.
Yeah.
Did you do this tank?
No, that's James who did that one.
It looks like you could have done it because of the Lego.
The Lego.
I think you could have done the Lego.
Do you think I like Lego?
Yes. My thing used to have like two boxes, like two like tubs of Lego.
Yeah.
I used to play with them all the time. There's something here.
Oh, it's quite precious.
But what is this stuff? That's
Just what I've used to glue it.
Oh, and glue? Try glue. I can't even. This is compared to my hand. If compared to my standing, that is like 3, 4 feet away from my hand. You can see that is about 2 or 3 feet from my hand. I would have to like grab this like this. I can stand on here and then I'll be able to get inside. Crickets, just shush. I hate crickets because I make this. Crickets. So you have to glue some of these. Have you glued these?
Yes. Be
What?
careful. A lot of them are glued.
You like your glue?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to get it the way they look.
Yeah.
The way you want it to
I remember
look.
I used to grab glue and I used to put it on my finger and then my finger used to be like, hello, how are you? Like this. It used to be like you know this sign, but I just don't know what it's called. It's like the okay sign on there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And it glued there for like 3 to 4 days. I was like, Mom, just rip it. And I was like, yoink. I remember my mum put her hand in this machine, cut half of her finger off.
Oh.
And she did not like it.
No.
She was only a kid. Oh, look at that little tiny one. Which one's this one now?
Photograph.
Wow.
What to do?
How much more do you have to do? How long is this live stream going to go for?
As long as it takes.
I wish I was as tall as you so that I could see the light. I'm not as tall. Can you see me? You can easily see me through this glass. Considering the glass, if I took this front bit, I dropped it, it would easily just shatter. But with this, wait a sec. What would I do? If I took this, if I took my drink bottle and I put it on the ground, it would not break. It would just stay in the right shape.
Oh, maybe.
I know if it was like rock like this and I dropped it on here, I was like, yoink, it would easily break.
Sure.
But on the ground. How long have you been working on this since the last time I saw you?
Yep. Well, I only really get to do it on weekends. So.
What, like Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah. Mostly Sunday.
Hi, it's me, Lauren. I'll see you on live stream after. Yeah. If I was a baby, guys, if you stayed this long, like it. Like and comment. Because I do have a YouTube channel.
Do you?
Yes, I had 2 YouTube channels.
Of course you do.
Yeah, after my mom had to reload my iPad, that was my last one, and then now she got the same YouTube channel, which is my mom's name, and I've done lots of videos.
Do some of this.
If I drop this in the tank, I would never get it back because I can't reach. If I chucked it in the bin and the rubbish man took, I would never get it back. How long have you been live streaming for?
I don't actually know. Just over an hour?
Okay, so that's maybe 2 hours, 3 hours? No. 2 hours. So 2, oh no. My sister still needs to go and get up. Where else? You can, this cut here, that was from the door. This door here, this one. It went, hey-ya, karate. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Metal.
Oh, I've still got ice in the drink bottle. I didn't think it was going to stay this long. Even though I consider I just put it in. Look at that small piece of ice.
Not getting in your way.
No. During this live stream, no. Live stream, I said hi to myself because I will see it after. And I said like and comment.
Cut the hair green.
I said like and comment.
I like the fella. I like the fella.
Yeah, it's good.
So guys, we're still going to go on with this live stream. I just like live streams because like you can see stuff.
Yeah.
It's like taking a video, but it's going live. It's like everybody else is gonna see it.
Exactly like taking a video.
Yeah, but everyone else won't see it if you take a video. Like on your phone, like I do like a video where so like hey guys, and it's only gonna be in your camera. It's like, that's stupid.
Yeah, this.
Non-burn.
What are you doing with this thing? Like this rock?
I don't actually know. Probably nothing.
Maybe what you could do with the rock is on this side you could maybe have some rock in.
Lily, oh,
Steve, I found glue. I found glue. Are you able to pick that glue up with that? You broke it, didn't you? Did you break it? Yes, you broke it. The glue is right there. Is that glue?
Yep.
Oh, I was wrong.
Come on, Lily. Come on, make a choice. Come on, make something. Come on. Think about it. Good. That's cool, Alan. Just a minute. We'll say it's looking at
Sorry if you're cutting off eating something.
No, I was like, this is what I said to like, and I was like, like and comment. Because I do have a real YouTube channel, and I say that. I put a second YouTube channel. Oh, I don't want to leave the live stream. Is it going to be my dad? Come on, stay with Steve. Come on. Please, I want Steve to be my brother. That's awesome. Can that frog be my brother? Just that frog next to you. Can that frog be my brother for real? No. I want to be Steve.
I will drag you that by your freaking hair. Yeah, let's go. Stop being naughty. Steve is seeing a naughty side of you right now. Do you really think Steve wants to see the naughty side?
Bye, guys.
We're not on YouTube, Steve.
I was on there too. I was like, like, comment, share, comment, copy, link, follow.
Sorry,
Bye, live channel.
I didn't even think I'd see you today, so that's good.
Yes. I said I wanted to come and see.
Do you like it?
Oh, that green makes it like where you shoved it in the cracks with a wooden.
Sissy, you didn't see. You didn't see Bingabong. Bingabong.
Daniel.
No, he with glasses. Yeah. Oh. I thought you didn't see.
Yeah, he made a lot of books, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was painting too. So you gotta check.
Who's texting me?
Nobody, don't worry about it.
Oh, excuse me. No.
No, it's really good, man. I'll add you up. I'm gonna be surprised to see it tomorrow.
Steve, I like it.
I like that little wood view.
Sissy, they are actually seeing your hand.
I can see my toes too. And I don't like my toes. So you missed it and got it wet beforehand.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sissy?
Alright, I'm gonna leave you to it, alright? You take care. I'll see you on Wednesday, alright?
Bye.
I'm not here Tuesday.
No.
Gonna have any stem plants at the back?
I have a lot of stem plants to go in at the back. I've got them all in the plant tank over there. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh, no. It looks really nice. Yeah, it's really cool.
Most of the difficulty in planting is going to be in the foreground. And obviously the HC path. Once that's all grown in, then I'll give it a good trim.
I thought you would have kept the sand going right through. Like clearly, not like covered by the HC.
Okay.
No, I don't I don't know.
The idea there is that obviously those skewers
Oh yeah.
is what's outlaying the winding path, and then you just, as the foreground, as the HC grows, you just trim out your path.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
So you will have a bit of sand exposed,
Okay.
but it's really just to capture that one photo, really. Because the chances of maintaining that long term is going to take a lot of work.
How do you deal with like green algae going on the sand and boards and stuff? Is that ever a problem?
You never really had that as an issue. You definitely get the blue, like the cyano that gets on the glass, but that I just usually get like a credit card in there and just sort of massage it a little bit just to get it out. But that's sort of inevitable just because of the nature of the lack of flow that gets through it.
I see. Did you do this one on the right as well?
No, that's James's.
Okay.
So that one's been done for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But since we decided to make this the official aquascaping area, we've decided to up the amount of displays that we're going to have. So that whole wall, once that's all come out and what's left in there is going to be displays. James is going to set up a 5 foot.
5 footer.
So it's going to be predominantly, it's probably just going to be an Iwagumi style.
Yeah. Wow, lots of rocks, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad this is happening here because I don't think there's much of like aquascaping going on in Adelaide.
I mean, yeah, it's still reasonably new, at least for this sort of part of Australia. A bit more developed than say Melbourne, Melbourne, Sydney. But no, as far as having as much choice, it's nice if it's all laid out there for you in terms of buying your hardscape.
I was looking on like online.
Yeah?
Like impossible to find pretty much. You can get like small bags. Yeah.
Did you have it?
Oh yeah, but I don't aquascape, just shrimp breeding.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I found that you were doing this today.
Pretty much what I used to do. Well, I still do. What kind of shrimp do you have?
I've I've got some blue bulbs and some pure red lines.
Are they, when you say blue bolts, are they mixed with anything, or are they just?
Well, they throw some shadows and some pink hongs.
Okay.
So yeah, I've only had them for like a couple of years now.
Oh, nice. I keep Missouri blue bolts and red wines.
Nice. Red lines. I've seen like on Australian shrimp. I don't know, it's some website that people sell shrimp on now because you can't do it on Facebook. And I think 5 wine reds went for like $150.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I will be bringing some into the store
Oh yeah.
at some point because these guys want me to bring them in.
I think I saw some red tigers here or something.
Yeah.
They were, I don't know how, they were like pretty expensive here.
Yeah, they were. As far as tigers go.
Yeah. How much were they? Like $50 or something? Something like that.
I think we ended up selling them for
Okay. Can't remember. And you went into the oh yeah. Oh, that's good quality.
So they're about 8 generations pure.
Yep.
I've had one golden, and then when I say golden, it was like a red beard golden, like not a bad one.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh wow, those Mysteros are really nice.
Yep. And they do throw some pandas, but very rarely.
Yep.
And then you get the funky mix one as well. Oh, that's good. I definitely have more red wines than I do anything else. So they seem to breed more.
They're my favourite tigers actually.
Yep.
Resorts.
Me too.
Although I don't know, I still hold true to the pursuit. They're my first ones. So.
I would like to do a red line tank. That would be nice. But this seems to take up most of my time. But I think people who keep shrimp also have an appreciation for aquascaping as well, because it's kind of almost one and the same. Really.
Yeah. That's probably. I think I was into looking at Aquascape for shrimp.
Yeah, and then you get into shrimp because you need a cleanup crew or something, or that's how you get introduced to them. It's like, hey, they're actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I've definitely been there. Yeah.
Is there a reason you went for that finer grain stuff at the back? The ADS of it?
Mainly because I had it.
Okay.
It's just a bit nicer to plant in, I suppose. But only because we had an open bag, I'm like, oh, I may as well use it. No, nothing else other than that, really.
How long have you been working on this, like designing it and planning it?
So most of the conceptual work, it's really hard to put like a time frame to it. But I sort of had a basic idea of what I wanted to do, which obviously has that sort of diminishing effect of having the smaller wood in the back or the mid-ground and have the 2 larger stumps. This being the hero piece and then these offsetting it.
Yeah.
But most of it just came into fruition with when the wood came in, because when we ordered a whole heap of wood, obviously I picked that piece there because it was just a nice piece.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was sort of just what I could get around it, and then this, I really wanted to do something that made the roots look like they're growing amongst the rocks, sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely looks like that.
It was just a matter of, meticulously placing all those rubble pieces in amongst the roots.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this was actually a lot more complex for that, but I ended up taking a significant amount more of those roots off just to sort of showcase the bigger bits, because a lot of that little stuff gets lost anyway. So. But it's the same wood as the that wood there, so as you can see, it has got all the little rooty bits. So I just cut them back. It's just about getting the shape you want, I suppose. But as far as the whole, I mean, I've probably been working on this for about a month.
Yeah.
From concept to final hardscape. But getting the placement of where everything wanted, that pretty much took over a day. So a couple Sundays ago, I got it all in place, and then the hard part after that was just gluing it all into place and detail work. So So most of this here, if not all of that, is just rubble.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, because really at the end of the day, I really just care what it looks like in front. So, I mean, I will be aiming to take a photo of this and submit it into a competition at some point. So really, I just care what it frames like. So obviously, you've got the peaks up the top here for your mount to look like mountains.
Yeah. Good steak.
I've only planted, this is the third kind of plant I've planted. I've got 12 total across the week. The stems will be easy though.
I mean, that might stop you. You'll probably stay here for another.
Oh, easily.
You gonna have any fish in there?
Yep. So I'll have the fish I want to get are Burmese Rominos.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got some background of pearl,
Oh, yeah.
the Candifolia,
Oh, yeah.
which looks incredible under the RGB. I could just make the pinks in it just pop. And then the tank over there, I've got some nice, whole bunch of retailers and some little white. I might put a couple of stems in somewhere, just to kind of grow it out, but we'll see. If it throws off the scale, then I'll get rid of it. But the plan is to try and cultivate some of the largest, some of the more sought after species of stem plants. But once this room is completely finished, because we're overhauling the plant tank, so where that display cabinet is there, that's going to be a 2 metre split tank that's going to have one side dedicated to CO2 plants, one that doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll also have a farm tank. So we'll be farming all the mosses. Like these are all mine from home, so I bring a whole bunch of mosses in.
Some Christmas and...
Mainly Christmas and rose and Disney.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be also putting some Candifider in as well.
Nice.
It's my favourite plant, that one.
You can trim it really well. It looks nice.
Absolutely. Keep it short.
Yeah. Are you gonna... Would you plant these? I've seen them growing just like
Out of water.
yeah. Sorry. Just like on the roots, just attached on the roots.
Yeah. So grow them like a nubius, like a...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be putting them in pretty much what I'm doing here. I'll probably glue them onto the rocks here or something, or maybe up in these crevices or what have you.
Yeah.
But no, it's so it's so versatile what you can do with it. How's it looking? Something.
Yeah.
You're just not interested in aquascaping, or just a time thing, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I've always loved it. My friend like introduced it to me.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
He had some red cherries or like, what's so cool about shrimp, and then I don't know, they grew to like it.
Yeah.
I liked its escape first.
Just something simple about shrimp.
It was into, it was back in the day when shrimp were like, for a breeding pair, like $1,000.
Oh yeah. my first pair of Mazures cost me about 500.
Jesus.
But they're still alive. Well, not the originals, but the line is still alive.
Yeah.
And that was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. I think like it was around 4, maybe 5 years ago. I bought 3 blue bolts for 150, but that was on like a Facebook auction. I thought that was a pretty good deal. It was from Ken Lee.
Oh yes,
Yeah. Back when he was, I don't know. I don't know if it's still selling.
I was gonna say, is he still around? I imagine
I don't know.
probably is. It's harder. I mean, ever since the migration off of Facebook, I haven't really followed it too closely.
My friend, he was like one of the forum leaders of like Shrimp Keeper.
Yep.
He was like an admin, and he was friends with Dave.
Okay.
He
Yep.
was, I think Dave was the guy who like first smuggled in shrimp to
Pretty much.
Adelaide. Yeah. To Australia. Funny how they're smuggled in.
What's that?
It's funny how like
Oh, everything at one point.
yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
Remember when everyone had those crayfish, those little dwarf crayfish?
I didn't know that was much of a big thing in SA.
Well, they didn't last very long. Everyone was trying to get rid of them. Once
Okay.
they got put on the noxious list or the banned list or whatever.
Right. Okay. I've seen them on like Vietnamese ones, places and stuff.
I mean, I'll show you my. So that
Oh yeah.
this big.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful.
I mean, like I don't really have the luxury of setting up massive tanks in at least where I'm staying. But I quite like the sort of the feat of producing something in such a tiny aquarium.
It's a challenge.
It is. Plus, you don't necessarily need thousands of dollars of. But no, I'm excited to try out this light because I've never personally used an RGB. It seems to be the hot thing at the moment.
Like create my light. Or was it create my LED?
Make my LED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you got from? Or?
No, this one's
No.
the Heros Vivid.
Okay.
So they've only just started bringing them into the country through wholesale. To me, it's pretty equivalent to the ADA Solar RGB
Yeah. Okay.
in terms of performance, but half the cost.
Right.
I mean, I've seen the RGB and solar RGB in person. It seems pretty equivalent.
I don't know much about lighting. I just. So do you have some in stock then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got smaller versions of it too.
How much are they?
For this model, this is obviously the cream of the crop model.
Yeah.
This one is 800.
Okay.
But for like a 45 or something, I think that's 350. But they've all got the RGB and they've all got the inbuilt diffuser plate. So obviously I don't want to blind you, but like how it diffuses the LEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get better. You lose some intensity, but you get way better spread if you have a diffuser, which is something that's always been quite lacking with LEDs.
It's like you need to see with the water and
Yeah, true.
so you went in for the Melbourne. Was it a Melbourne or
Underwater Expo.
yeah? And you competed with other guys.
I did. I came third. That being said, I hadn't officially Aquascape for about 12 months prior to that, so I was a bit rusty.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But I think definitely having that sort of community or at home sort of community event sort of has reinvigorated a lot of it back at least into Australia for those who have been participating for a long time. I know Jag's really gone really deep with his aquascaping business that he's doing now. So right, and that really took off since obviously he coming first.
I've been enjoying the King Shrimp live streams. Shrimp King live streams.
Oh right.
Yeah. Like in Germany and Greece.
What
It's really good.
what does he showcase?
Pretty much like well, some of them don't really know English that well, so it's mostly
Right.
him speaking, but just like lots of breeders showing their rooms.
Oh okay.
Some people have like 200 tanks.
Yeah.
They have like a whole like
Yeah,
basement.
I didn't know he did that. That's pretty cool. I've seen him appear on like Green Aqua and things like that, but I've never seen his live stream.
No, yeah, look him up on Facebook. He's got some.
I've seen his like his photography work.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the reasons I got into background photography was to be able to take good photos in my trip.
Oh, this is my first one where so I have a solution in your bag. Water's a little bit higher than water.
Have you seen any of Takashi Amano's work?
Any?
Takashi Amano.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like in person.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I did visit Japan.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see the gallery,
Okay.
unfortunately. I've been to the Sumidio Aquarium,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
has obviously the big, pretty iconic display.
Yeah, I've been there too. Yeah.
Oh, you
That was
have?
really good. Yeah.
Cool. But no, unfortunately the friends who I was going with at the time probably wouldn't have wanted to have done the day trip out to Nagata. Is it Nagata?
Yeah.
The gallery?
Yeah, I think it was closed when I was going.
Yeah, they only open up on Sunday.
Because I was actually in the garden.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's,
Yes. But no, it was quite something, quite surreal actually going there. If I don't have to use glue, I won't. Really cool in like the rear or slightly over here.
yeah, been wanting to do one for ages.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. That's probably the next project after this is doing a bunch of this. Like there's just those small little like terrarium displays, like the terra vases with the moss warbles and things like that. So is this your local fisherman?
Yeah, so I mean I live in Perth with like One Tree Hill. Look around there. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going past anyway today, so.
Oh, cool.
Doing like a Father's Day thing. Cade.
Yeah. No, we didn't really know what to expect, and like, we didn't really sort of advertise it. Just because I don't really want to spend, like I want to spend a lot of time just focusing on the tank really, because this one here is really for me was just to do a competition tank. But in future, we will be doing more, like I'd like to do a tutorial on like Hardscape. Or show like a workshop on Hardscape.
Some good videos online.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, most of this style here is pretty much inspired by Josh Samuel, so I love the Green Aqua workshop that we did.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my favorite thing as well.
Yeah.
I spent so long Aquascape.
Are you winning?
Yes.
Doing my job.
At least you got a small crowd.
I put my phone away.
They won't get put in. So they're all good. Pretty good.
You get paid for my client?
Hey?
You get paid for my client?
I guess so.
I'm just putting you on the spot.
Hey?
I'm just putting you on the spot.
Depends. I guess that cleans out tank.
For the when we do the Terra base though, I want to put quite a few of these on it.
That'd be cool.
They're so cool. I don't know how much you've seen them out of water, but they grow really nice and short.
The bulb eaters will be nice too.
True. Yeah.
But you have to keep them trimmed. Have you sprayed?
Yes. Have you ever used ADA stuff?
No, I've seen stuff online. It's pretty cool.
It's one of those things where never thought I'd use them or ever consider quote unquote wasting money on them. But when you use them every day here, it's like wow.
I probably, the only ADA thing I have is like the thermometer.
Yeah, it's the cheapest thing.
Pretty good.
When I went to Japan, I made the effort to go to a lot of aquarium stores, and I couldn't help but buy a whole bunch of ADA stuff.
Friend bought some sand. It's got things of magazines. Do you have the curve tweezers?
Shouldn't you have the way you
Yeah, I think you have to put the fitting out. Because you don't want to put any pressure on. Not very much glass between the hole.
And I figured if I'm going to do this a lot more, I may as well invest in some good hardware. But paid most of it with through store credit anyway, so got its perks.
How much battery life is left on the phone?
I don't know. It's worth checking.
Otherwise our live stream might be cut short.
So David seems pretty enthusiastic about growing us a bunch of plants.
Yeah.
And may put a stem of the bigger one.
You in May.
It's not the right scale.
You could always remove it.
You got many tanks?
Oh, just one.
This one?
4 foot. Got into 3 sections so I can have like my selected blue box and my like tank.
If they're red, they're
The
male.
red lines in the other section.
But very, one of them's very arbitrary. These ones, very long, depending on what you do.
What's that, sorry?
You got any photos?
Yeah. Let's see. I just did like a reselling thing. They're like really bad photos. I won't show them.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like there was like flash on them.
I know what that's like. My tanks are home, don't need to. Yeah.
Do you have any missteps?
Yep. I've got a whole tank dedicated to them.
What ones you have?
Couldn't list them. I don't. They're unnamed.
Unnamed, yeah. That's the easy way.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got some esoteric names for all of them.
Sure.
I've only got 2 types. We've got brownie and phantom.
Probably gonna photo somewhere. Bring up in a second. I definitely haven't put much down to them. Easy integration on that. Really need a lot of love.
Do you think they need much care?
No. But if you're like me, who has them in a shrimp tank, where the priority is the well-being of the shrimp over the plants, they probably don't look as good as they could. Because I don't dose fertilizers or anything like that in that thing. And if I had them in a nice highlight CO2 environment, they'd probably look pretty good.
Do you have any skeleton king? Do you feel like you need a? Do they need much trimming? Do you think that they grow faster when you trim them very often?
If you trim them, it'll motivate them to grow more. And sometimes if you split the stem, it'll start coming off through somewhere else. If that's desirable.
I mean, if you
That's
want
the
to.
top down.
Well,
No idea what any of them are. As you can see, they're all quite yellow because they're not. Sorry.
if you ever wanted to trim your skeleton king, I'll make some of it. Alright, catch you later.
No worries. Thanks for dropping by. I'll be posting photos of it online.
Oh yeah, I'll probably see it on Facebook somewhere.
Yep. Alrighty.
See ya.
Take it easy. Marty's doing all the foreground work, right?
Which you've done.
Pretty much.
Says it feels a water half the time.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Not all, maybe.
I haven't planted too heavily around the roots, so I can keep it quite firm. So I'm a bit undecided on how much this I'm going to let this grow out.
I think it's one of those things that once it starts to grow, you can then make some adjustments.
I just don't want this side to look too lined out comparatively, but I think it should balance out.
What have you planted around the base of the main stems? Is it
Here.
is it Monte Carlo or is it
Monte Carlo.
Mini Pilio?
Mini Pelea is pretty much only on the rock surface or on the different, and then all up in the cracks is the Monte Carlo.
Well, I don't think that's a little bit. So that's the right angle. Or is you need to cut that down further? Did you check it all for that?
Well, does that really matter on that?
I thought that was going to be almost touching that. You shouldn't have checked that. This is why we need to build a further one. Okay? I thought it was going to be, yeah, that was going to be higher
That
up.
took me like 6 hours to draw my line. Like here.
What's that?
It took me like 6 hours.
Oh, to do your plumbing? Yeah. I can imagine that.
Like 3 nights.
Well, if you get it right the first time, you might fix it later on.
I did. I only had one leg that was on a bit of fur tack. Yeah. And I tapped my own plumbing bits for the packed on jack. So I could fit that on my leg. I'm pretty happy with that actually.
You would be. People will be watching.
Right. I've still got 2 pots of vellum.
Okay.
I've still got 2 pots of vellum.
Well, you better use it, that guy's going to be pissed off. What? That guy is pissed off. That was going to buy it.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm going to sell them to him.
Hey?
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Do you want me to spray?
Yeah, actually. Good idea.
It's easy to forget.
Probably end up using one more pot. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it from where it matches, you don't see much space.
Are you talking about Pilia or are you talking about more Monty?
It does need some more
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what the pit's there for. You can play around with it. It's just a bit harder on the other side because he's got his gear there at the moment. I think it needs something under the rock straight ahead. But like when you're at speed side, go back up the ramp. Go left, there. Underneath towards the back. Underneath there. It needs like a little Anubias or a little,
Maybe some S ribbons?
yeah, just like needs like a little bushy plant sticking out.
Yeah. I'll put some S ribbons there.
Because that's like a big open space. That's the only rule. Maybe on this side where that grey rock is, it needs a bit of Pelia on the rock in the groove. Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Other than that, I mean, it's looking really good.
What's the budget so far?
Sorry?
What's the budget?
We did not look at a budget because
Oh, looking at that already, the tank's about 2k, the rocks alone is about 500.
actually the tank's not that bad. I think the tank's around 1400 tank and cabinet. Yeah.
You got all the ADAs.
It's all 88. I think the rock's probably almost as much as the tank.
I reckon so. About 100 kilos in there?
Not sure. We just went, yeah. We didn't really.
Most of it's rubble though.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Deceiving. There's a lot of open spots under there.
Like, this is all hollowed out under here, like, it's just built up with lava rock. A lot of the sheet rock is in, there's a lot of sheet rock in there.
I remember when I first started, one of these rocks was like $4 a kilo back then, when you guys were selling them.
Layback, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, 150, like, shit, what am I spending $150 on rocks?
Now it's $9 a kilo.
Yeah.
Which still isn't bad,
No, considering the...
comparatively.
If you want rubble,
Yeah.
you've got the nice bags.
Too much money. I live on nanotech at the moment. Got rid of my 5 footers.
That's the black savory, and this is your normal savory as well, Andrew.
Yep.
But the black does look pretty awesome as well. Don't say a lot better. Steve Shoe's normal savory.
Making me regret that, right?
Misty. Wet as well.
Better so you see what you get as well.
Sorry?
You can't see what you get in those little bags.
Oh, true. Yes. But if
How
you-
far away from the stem?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
You use it eventually or something.
It's going to be interesting to see the flow feel.
For the after chemistry stuff.
What just strips you get?
Oh, the strips themselves are over the other side in the software area. We have a rack here.
How many videos did you watch before getting to this stage?
But yeah.
Don't know.
All you need to do is watch the Josh Sim workshop though, that's really all you need to know.
The which one?
Josh Sim workshop on the
Yep.
Green Aqua channel, that
Yeah.
pretty much covers all the principles. A lot of it is just trial and error, I suppose. Like that. I don't need to see that.
going to be filled in, or is that going to be another path?
Another path.
Another path.
But I'm thinking put some, maybe some S wrappings in there or something. I'd like to put the, what's it called? That one that Dave has.
Dave,
I always forget the name.
Betty Hay.
No, no. Marsilia?
Oh, the Marsilia, yeah. Yeah, the one we can't get at the moment.
Yeah.
That one.
Don't do that. Don't do that to customers. You're like you have it there, but you can't get it.
Oh, we don't have it here, that's the thing. Yeah.
Grows bloody natively and we can't get it. It's
We
place
need
in
some
Woodwood.
Marsilia.
Yes, we do. Someone put a comment on this video.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's a few plants I've got to get hold of that we can't get at the moment. From Aquarium. You've got to clean the algae off it first.
Yeah.
Spray the hydrogen.
Yeah.
Where do you get that?
Chemist.
It's good for spraying your rocks.
Yeah, make sure we work with the black bed in there.
Anything particularly looking for? You don't get that anymore. So basically, just take one of these videos, this little catalog I'm laying there first, and explains, it's just a bit more of a simple, it's actually more simplified than it was before. So you've got your varieties, so your potassium, nitrogen, your base mineral, and your iron. And you start with your mineral and your potassium. Just make sure you get everyone. Oh, you want me to? I do that. Yeah, I just. You need loads, right? You need loads, Mary.
James, we've got 2 on his record.
What muscle? What we after?
Just got used to it.
Oh, well, that's good. Sorry.
It is.
They get do better, you know what I mean? Yeah, they use rare water. The ones I get from the wholesale, the couple of them are bag and they get I find out their relation, learning or if they can get that ticket on the filter shark tank and get the bloody one. I don't know who they come from, but they're running the company.
We're going to put it on any further than that. Because what will happen is you won't get it off.
I'm just glad we got it on at all, to be honest.
Oh, it went on really easy.
Okay.
To get them off, sometimes you need to get like a rag or something, really hot, and then you just hold it.
The other one, there. I don't even know. Clean.
And a drop it. So the only one I got.
Quite know what to expect.
Next time, I think. We'll have fun doing that.
You got the axolotl thing back?
Bloody natural curve.
Got a big spring throw in.
Oh, they're right. Two things, mate. I'll get a large rat as well.
I want to pick up the last large rat. Yeah, so, 200 to 300 grand.
Yep.
So, 200 to 300 grand.
freezer. Cool.
Christmas?
I don't know what this moss is.
Don't know what it is. Yeah. Unnamed.
Probably is Christmas.
Looks a bit different.
It does. This is the moss that I've been calling rose, but
Yeah, rose is normally a bit different though, isn't it?
but I like it.
Oh, I like all moss. Except for Java.
True.
The only one that doesn't have shape.
If you grow up compact enough though, you don't. It looks good when it's compact.
Yeah.
It's just rarely grown in CO2. That being said, I don't know if I've bought enough of it. Because the other moss is different.
I don't know. Looks like you got a lot of it there.
This is a different moss.
Oh well. Yeah. I like that.
What?
Your acrylic ADA thing on the thingamajig.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see that one the other day. Maybe the whole thing is fine.
Your turn, Steve. Looking good, man.
Goes by quick.
What's this?
What moss is it? I don't actually know. I think it's rose moss, but
Just more. You gonna have any out of the water?
maybe.
Maybe.
Where should I put this one?
Oh, I like these things. Okay.
My favourite plant. That one.
Mm-hmm.
But just the way this moss tends to grow, it tends to shake naturally as it grows. I'm not actually sure what kind of moss it is. Whereas this is Christmas. So it's a completely different moss. So I don't know if I want to have two different mosses in here or not. Maybe. Maybe. I can do this maybe.
What are you putting back here?
A whole bunch of stem plants. It should be reasonably easy to plant. I might put a little bit of Christmas in here, just because I got it.
Nice. It's very like rainforest vibes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have that there?
Not for example, the tubing's just making it go on a funny angle. I ran out of my rose moss.
Too much moss.
Too much. Excuse me?
Shut up. I like the new seed.
Well, if it's rose moss, it should be okay. If it was leafy moss, that would just be okay.
I'm going to trim it.
Make me want to do fresh ones.
Have a bit of play with the rocks, see what you come up with. You have a little skating bit.
Why is there a fucking phone? James gave me the all clear to do a cute
Well, I did. What, a marine one? We weren't planning on doing that.
Well, once this is all finished, then you'll have all the time in the world to think about marine.
After I do my 5 foot you would do me.
True.
It's more just rocks and
It's all just rocks and wood.
no wood, just rocks. It'll just be rocks and like no stem plants.
So it's the
Hello?
particular Japanese style of aquascape.
Have you been to Japan and seen that?
I have. It's hard to explain.
It is. It's beautiful. Yeah, they all show you things. It's just it's not a show.
Oh, it's good.
No idea what sort of battery life is left on that phone. I think you need maybe, I don't know, like the stone on the path to the left, like a big empty space.
Yeah.
Maybe just like one little bit of like area or something
Yep.
in the crack.
Mhm.
Maybe, or
No, I agree with that.
that's pretty good. Not bad for a beginner.
Not bad for a first try.
It's pretty bloody awesome. What do you mean a first try?
I'm joking.
That's it, tell everyone, this is my first one.
What do you think of my first Aquascape, huh? I know, the sound. Sound of closure.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, the life I like saying that.
Oh, good.
So, don't rush. Still we got a thing.
Well, I think the foreground's pretty much complete. I do have 2 more pots of the Bellum hair grass.
I'm gonna pot some more hair grass.
Could do. It comes out in little tufts.
Perfect.
Yeah. This is exactly what you want.
Do you want me to do another spray? Spray these?
Yes, actually, please. Thank you. I'm just glad I was able to take the dog for the walk to the beach. Good. You really enjoyed that.
Hmm?
You really enjoyed his walk to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you plan on doing with this stone here? Because from this side, it's all open. Are you plan on running anything down it?
Yeah. So the smaller stem, like the Macranda petal,
Yeah.
this one.
Well, you're going to run that in front of it.
Yeah.
We're going to grow it on it,
Round.
around it.
So it covers it.
Okay. I really like this plant.
Good. I just don't really know what to expect with it and how big it's going to grow.
Yeah. Mid-ground.
Yeah. They're really good.
Huh?
They're really good.
I'm trying one. Where is she from?
Serbia.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
Is this from that mini mart?
You just gotta cut that thread down. They pretty much be fine. It'll be fine. I better take my mate and take
Yeah.
I'm doing stem.
They go too quickly.
Oh,
I'm not hurry.
okay. It's hard to tell myself to slow down.
No, you'll be fine. Plenty to do still. Still got everything in.
Oh, okay.
Looking good, man.
It's nice to see a bit of water in there to see the driftwood turn that orangey colour.
Are you right if my friends pick me up, she's below?
Yeah. Your friend, huh?
Yeah. That was ex-girlfriend, my family.
Oh.
Group assignment. She's done nothing.
Oh, that's
the
awkward.
only reason I'm catching up with her. I finished all my whole part, but she's done none.
Oh.
So,
Sounds like my son.
I got another top somewhere.
Hey? To the top.
They may have enough, a little bit of
Mini Hilly, that
Hilly
rock.
for that rock in there. May have a little bit.
What about that rock on the right hand side? Are you going to grow a bit of the one just under the intake?
Yeah, I may put a bit on that too.
Like, I think it doesn't need a lot, just a little. In the crack or something, the groove.
But as it all grows in, I'm like, if it's not growing in certain spots, I'll start to spread it around a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
To say, planting isn't my favourite part of the aquascape.
I think
Hello.
we spent days. Yeah. See when's kings.
Oh. How long have you been?
Graduated in 2008.
But, yeah, it's been a while. Just read on this probably. I'm reading tonight. Yeah, no, though.
I actually really like that one.
That's changing.
everyone really likes one.
It looks like
You're the second person to say that
bonsai.
This is just new. This is like.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, of course.
It take a while for it to grow in and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Good job. I love it. Was it every day? Really? So that you might have been busy. Oh, okay.
That's alright. So much for me on the rock.
Yeah, that's good.
What kind of rock? Really? So that's cool.
400.
Yeah, very cool,
It's a
right?
lot of money, isn't it?
What rock?
Spend on the rock.
It just costs so much in freight to get it to Australia. That's all. Most of this is all from overseas.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all from overseas.
Where from?
Mostly Asia.
Geez, yeah, Malaysia.
This one comes out of China. Probably they.
Are you still getting stuff from China now?
Yeah.
Really? Still coming in? Is that at least coming in? Hello, I'm looking at Aquarium.
Yeah, an aquarium still.
What is it?
Unlikely.
Oh, what's that? Look. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I thought I had to know.
Oh yeah, that door doesn't open.
I just
It should.
We always have it, but we were that while
Is it
ago.
not opening?
There's a problem with the door. Yeah, so she just went in the men's one.
Oh, okay.
Whatever
Oh,
works.
did you give the rock key?
No,
No, it's just the door is open. Like,
I don't know the problem with that one.
Should be fine. I used the one a while ago, so.
I'm doing stems
the rock
now.
key does like bugger
oh
up.
yeah,
Okay.
go there.
We'll have you know that I'm planting stems.
Doing the stems, cool.
Got that.
Alright then.
We'll see what your choice of stems are.
See you later. See you next Sunday. You could give Leah a call tomorrow. Very much appreciated.
About this, I'm not here tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm driving down south tomorrow. I'll be here Tuesday.
Yeah. E-shop's now.
E-shops nano. E-shops nano skimmer.
Cheers. I'll be back.
Oh, you keep it out.
I'll see you.
It's the only nano skimmer you
Yeah,
can get.
true.
We've been trying to get him the Sitchy one for Sitchy Aqua, XO, yeah.
So, what is this? Rotundifolia. Where are you going?
Oh, I was going to say, you need some more moss around the front stem,
Okay.
where you've, the real front one at the right hand side, where you've glued it together. You absolutely need to cover that.
Okay. Okay. Where?
You'll see. Right hand side, the absolute front stem.
Right hand side.
Right. Come right. Right. There's up, right, up. Right here. Yeah. There. Just glue a little bit of moss over there. You absolutely have to glue some moss or something over that. Are you going to put any non-appetit?
I wasn't thinking of it.
No? You think it's going to call for a little bit? Okay, definitely looks like the style for a couple of them.
I made it. I'll let it grow in first. Yeah, actually. But they're already on rocks. It's not the right rock.
Just smash them.
Alright, let's go collect some stems.
I'll go grab some for you. First, just put them up here. I did. Because I know which one that is.
Yeah. I also don't know if I want to risk putting it in a new tank.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do two? Do two steps. One. fibre yet. There's 5 stems.
Cool.
That's the one that you sent.
There's also 5 stems of the kind of green though.
It's just not working.
Yeah, 5 of them. Oh no, he got an extra 5 of them.
What?
And the crown of green. So we've got 10, we should have 10 petals.
Well, that one there is the only 5 of those. Yeah. Whatever you don't use, we'll just pop back over there. But it's going to grow better all the time.
Sure.
Do you want any of those red ones?
Here, right.
No, I don't know what. Because the pictures are different.
Can you remind me to green games too?
Steve?